So since I did my original custom symbols video, there have been a few changes to the app. I did that video about over a year now, and I just want to go over the things that have changed since then. The app looks a little bit different now, although it's more or less the same. Instead of the settings being on the top, they're now on the little sidebar here. Let me just go ahead and drag this SVG file in. So as you can see, the settings are on the left here, and also you have the handy little paths section here where you can turn off and turn on individual paths as needed, which can come in handy. Also, I introduced a few more settings. The most important setting is the reference scale. So what the reference scale setting does is it lets you make the default line thickness of your custom symbol thicker or thinner than the original SVG file by tweaking this number here. So 1 would be the original thickness of your SVG. A number greater than 1 would be thicker. A number less than 1 would be thinner. So this comes in handy when you're trying to match your custom symbol with existing SF symbols, and your original SVG file is either too thick or too thin. Also introduced in custom symbols version 2.4 is the comparison feature. The comparison feature, as you can see right here at the top, click on that and you get this little window here. So what the comparison feature allows you to do is compare your custom symbol alongside any existing SF symbol. You just paste your this SF symbol you want into this little field here. In case you didn't know it, the SF Symbols app lets you copy any SF symbol. So if you just right click on it and choose copy symbol, copy symbol, you can paste it anywhere. So for example, you can paste it here. There you go. So now we're comparing against whatever this is. So as you can see, my symbol doesn't look good at all next to this SF symbol. Let me put it on regular weight here. So I'm going to adjust the parameters, and as you can see, they modify themselves in real time over here. So you can adjust the parameters on the left, and they modify themselves in real time on the right. And as you can see from this, the line thickness on my glasses is a little too thick. So I'm going to reduce the reference scale property, which I just told you about. I'm going to reduce that by a little bit. As you can see now, it looks a little bit better. It looks like maybe Apple created it. So now I'm ready to export it, which leads me to the next feature I want to talk about. Starting with custom symbols version 2.5, we changed how we export custom symbols. So let me just try to demonstrate this. When you export this custom symbol, it creates this glasses.sfsymbol.svg file. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. If you're not a programmer, you might not appreciate this, but when you open the file, like say I want to open the file I just exported, I want to open it in Chrome, and it'll show you the preview file. It'll show you all the weight variants and scales. But if you view the source of this file, you can see there's some metadata embedded inside of it, which is right here. And you can see the metadata corresponds with the parameters you used to export it. And also the original SVG file is also embedded right here. So what this means is if you drop this file into the custom symbols app, you will not only see the original SVG file, you will have all of its parameters you exported it with preloaded. Let me just demonstrate that real quick. So here I am with a fresh install of custom symbols, and I'm going to take that glasses.sfsymbol.svg file and drop it in, and boom, it loads the original SVG along with all of the parameters I set earlier. So it looks exactly like it did when I exported it originally. So this is great because you can put your SF symbols in source code control and never forget what the parameters were that you exported them with. So if you're trying to do an icon set or something, you don't have to keep track of the parameters you exported with manually. It does it for you inside the file itself. So I thought that might come in handy. And that's about it for the changes that have occurred since the original video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find the app useful. Thanks.